Okay, so excusing the mess behind the machine, we've got a few other machines here on the go. We've got the Pearson that's been fully restored. We've got a few more Pearsons ready to be restored. But now we're looking at the Frobana sole sewer or sole stitcher. So we've talked about the mechanical aspect of it in a previous video. Now we're going to just grab some leather and show you its stitching. So we're using modern threads. We're using a polyester metric 10, and so we've run it through a extra set of normal tension discs, which are closed and opened in here. By the tension spring we can regulate the pressure, whereas the original tension wheel is a friction wheel. The thread has to be wrapped around a few times, and the spring adds more tension to this disc turning as a whole rather than sandwiching the thread. And the problem with the polyester threads is they slip, they won't grip that. So I'm just running it between two normal tension units tucked in behind the wheel, and that gives us a nice tension that we can regulate as much as or as little as we want. So here we go, we're going to open it up, doing this one person, turn it to the point where it's in its ratchet. So the needle lifts, and now I can open it with the lever so it stays open. Make sure my top and bottom threads are through, and we'll put in some leather. Okay, now it's going to be hard with one hand, so I'll just hold the threads here. Okay, so the first thing it'll do is it'll find a friction point where it lets go of the presser bar, drops it down. And we've got a really perfect stitch there. We weren't getting that until I added those tension discs. Now I'm able to regulate the tension so it's nice and even. Now the stitch length is varied by this dial here, so if I wind that in, now I'll just reposition my leather. Just wind that up there. Just do this a bit hard with only one hand. Turn this around and hold it in again. Right, sorry about that. We're back under the foot now. I've still got this set on minimum at the moment, although there was, as we mentioned before, an adjustment inside the machine here to change the minimum amount of clearance under the foot. So currently the knob is at minimum, which is decent for this 2 layers of leather. And we've shortened our stitch length by winding this dial in. Here we go. Wind it back out. Now I've tested this even on 3 layers, and it goes through it like butter. This is, I think, a size 200 needle, and we've got brand new 220 coming. So I'm really impressed. This machine's working really nicely now. It's very important that you use brand new needles, or you know the needles are good, because if they're crooked or don't sit in, it does alter your clearance underneath quite drastically, and you'll end up missing stitches, which I was getting originally. As soon as we've got a nice straight needle in there, we've got it operating perfectly, and it runs like a dream. It's nice and slow, but it is only a inbuilt clutch driven motor. We've made the belt ourselves out of a length of rubber, just with a rubber joiner, and then we've got a standard V-belt on this side, but I'm pleased to say it's operating perfectly.